Hi, welcome to Apart View video tutorials. This video tutorial is on how to change a washing machine pump. This video can be used for most washing machines, but the pumps sometimes are fitted on the front and sometimes fitted on the rear. Some have filters built into them, others are just connected to a pre-filter. Just removing the back of the washing machine here. Remember, I've leaned the machine over, protecting the panel with a cloth. Make sure the appliance is disconnected from the electricity. I'll be doing a separate video on different types of pumps, which you'll be able to watch on the site. But this video is just mainly showing the removal of the pump and how to fit the new one, and also to show you the pre-filter, how to clean it. There we go, removing the back panel. Now we have two push foot clips which hold the sump pipe, which comes from the drum down to the pump, and also the outlet hose. I use a set of pipe grips to remove these, and underneath two screws that actually hold the pump onto the chassis. Excuse the cobwebs. Okay, as you can see with the pipe grips, just squeezing the clip to remove it. Be careful of your hand when removing the pipe. If it slips off, you can cut your hand quite badly against the chassis. They're very sharp. Here we have the Anti-Siphon Flap. Not all machines have these fitted, but it's a very useful one on this hot point. Stops your sink water when, if it's connected to the sink, the waste pipe, from going back into the machine. Again, removing the clip on the sump hose here. And I'll show you the sump hose, how it fits to the drum. On this machine it's connected directly underneath. And this is where the pre-filter is in this washing machine. So the water comes down from the drum straight onto the pump. Again, be careful of your hands when removing this. Just undoing the clip that holds the hose to the drum itself, and remove the pipe. Now here you can see that this filter has collected a piece of wire and a 20 pence piece by the looks. You can end up with all sorts of items which end up in these filters. How they get there is between the drum and the door seal. When on a spin or in the wash, sometimes they can fall down between 5 pence pieces, ladies' bra wires, hair clips, guitar plugs, all sorts of items can end up trapped in here. And I've seen up to about £20 in coinage in one machine once. Just undoing the two screws now. You can lean the machine on the side, but I don't recommend it. You could do damage to some wiring or printed circuit board on the top of the machine, so I just tend to lean the machine over at a 30-degree angle. Holding the pump here now to remove, just to steady it. And all that's left is to remove the wiring harness. This is a push fit type. It can only actually go in one way. Some pumps have just two spade connectors, and sometimes there's an earth wire to the actual pump itself, depending on the model. Right, now we'll actually show you, this pump can just have the motor assembly replaced, so we're going to split the pump from the housing. Now on this pump it's a square drive, so it's not a normal Phillips screwdriver, it's a square drive. You can end up with star drives, square drives. There's an assortment of different screw fittings which hold these in place. Okay, once you've undone the screws, the pump pulls off. Now, one of the common things that happen on these pumps is the seal behind the impeller shears. Or sorry, does not shear, it wears, and water gets into the armature area, and this can stop the pump from working. You can service these, but really speaking, once they are gone, it is much easier just to replace the pump. They're not expensive. Most pumps are under the sort of £25 mark just for the motors. If they're complete assemblies, they do vary. Again, just fitting the new motor here now. Make sure you line it up the same way as it came off. And just take the screws to hand tight with about a quarter of a turn on top. These ratchet screwdrivers are very useful for jobs like this. The easiest way to find the pump for your appliance is just to type the model number into our website, and you should get a list of parts available for your model. Right, now all we have to do is reassemble. We'll put the sump hose back onto the machine first. And you can see where the hose actually fits onto, on the bottom of the drum. And then make sure you check the clip once you've put it back onto the machine that it's nice and square on the actual hose. Again, attaching the pump, connecting the wiring. Remembering to put the wiring, if it's spade connectors, on correctly. Usually good to mark up the wires when you take them off. Now just fixing the pump to the chassis with the two screws again. If the washing machine is full of water when you need to, you have the fault, if you lay the waste hose down to the ground level into a shallow bowl, you should be able to siphon the water out of the machine. Using the grips again to put the clips back on. Again, I do emphasize, make sure that they're nice and square and in the correct place. Connecting the waste hose. And again on the waste hose, dropping the clip back into the correct location. Once you've assembled all the machine and put the pump on with all the hoses, it's a good idea to fill the machine prior to putting the back on to check for any leaks. There you go, and thanks very much for watching this video. Please remember to shop at A Part For You, as that's what keeps us going and able to make these free videos for you. Thank you very much for watching this video.